Hey everybody, Travis at MUDDcreek.com. Today doing a review of the Mossy Oak buttstock shell holder with cover. So this is very similar to the regular black buttstock holder that they do. You can see that, like, open up, it looks just like this right here, except you get a cover with it. And you know, it's kind of just like a little door cover, just flops over. And you know, I think in theory you wouldn't even necessarily have to latch it down, but it does have a little latch there. You can see that right there. And that just hooks right on there. It's just an elastic latch. Get it right here. And then it just goes in like that. You can see how it fits. So, you know, if you want to keep your bullets, you know, your shells a little more protected, especially if you're, you know, when you tend to hunt waterfowl, sometimes your conditions aren't great. And so, this is a good idea for that, or you just want a little more protection on your shells, even deer hunting or whatever. You know, if you're in a shotgun only area, this would work well for that. So let me pull it off here. Alright, so I got a couple different sizes in there. Got some 2 3/4, 3 inch, 2 3/4, 3 inch. Then we'll throw, I just want to show you how these go in here. Throw one more in there, just like that. But you can see it, you know, it goes in fairly well. Some of these other ones, like these ones, went in just a hair tighter. You can see that. It takes a little bit more effort. These are 12 gauge, 20 gauge would obviously be a little easier. But this should work with anything between 20 to, you know, up to 10 gauge, I'd probably say, without issue. I would not use this on a 410. I'd use the rifle one instead. It should work just the same. So let me just show you how this works here. Let me just show you the latch real quick. So you can see that latch just comes down, pops on there. It may take a little finagling to get it right, but it just stays latched. I don't know if you can see that well right there. But it stays latched, keeps your shells a little more protected. And, you know, especially if you're worried about just even seeing the colors, gives it that camel cover on it to break that up. So let's see if I can do this on camera without making too much noise. Might be easier with the shells out, which is what I'm going to do here. So, and it even may be easier to go over the barrel, depending on what type of gun you have. Slide it all the way down. That may work actually a little easier. So, kind of gotta mess with it just a little bit to get it where you want it. Alright, so pop those in here. Get them back in. And there. I'm leaving the tag on here, so it's one catch to this, I guess. I guess the tag is coming off. See, like, you know, some of these bigger shells here, I can see that that might be a little challenging to get latched there. As you can see there, it took a little more effort than maybe I'd like there. You can mess with that a little bit, but it does stay on pretty well there. You know, and then that stays latched. Curious to see, I'm a little nervous maybe, you know, especially if you're wanting to get this off quickly. That may be a bit of a challenge, as you can see here. But it seems like you almost got to give it a little thumb assist there to get it off without busting it. And I'd probably just recommend doing that if you can. You know, if you're in a shooting situation, I'd probably leave that unlatched if it were me, because it's not really serving to keep the bullets in as much as to break up your color again, maybe protect your bullets. I personally would probably just unlatch it like that, and I could easily flip it over, grab my shells, reload, and go. But it would still work because these are going to stay secure in here. These are, you know, they work real well, so that's not going to be a problem. But yeah, no, it's a good little deal. Like I said, I can see maybe a few problems here. The latching worries me just a little bit, especially with those 3-inch shells in here. The 2 3/4 seem to be doing fine, but well, that time it worked okay. So maybe it just takes a little stretching, but I could see that maybe being a problem. But I would just keep that set like that, honestly, when I was ready to be in a shooting situation. So anyway, that is the Mossy Oak buttstock holder, shell holder with cover. So it's basically the same thing as this. Put this side by side here, except this just has a cover. That's basically it. I borrowed a shell from here. So anyway, hope that review helped you out. This is the Mossy Oak version. This is the Mossy Oak Breakup color here, and they tend to change these colors from time to time, so it could be different. But anyway, that gives you an idea. Stretch the latch there, and it seems to, this one actually seems to stay on the gun a little bit better than the other one. The fit just seems a hair better, so that's one thing I do like about it. Anyway, come check us out at www.muddcreek.com. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to subscribe below.